Hello, everyone. We are live now. Hello, everyone. We are live now. Anita, how are you doing? Thank you. So today I want to talk about self-deliverance, how you can deliver yourself, liberate yourself from any kind of obstacle that is, bothering you, that is limiting you, that is making things not to work for you. There are so many people battling with ancestral issues, hatreds, bad lucks, name it. All these things are causes that you need to, liberate yourself from. Tega Roland, hi, how you doing? How is Cameroon today? How you doing? Thank you. So today I want to talk about self-deliverance. So what I want to really talk about, there are so many things that can bring these issues of, finding yourself being cursed, being judged, and many people are the cause of their problems. Some of them, they don't know how to talk to people. Anybody you see, you feel that you can just go ahead and insult the person. There are people that may forget and just let go. There are people that will not let go. Okay, so whenever you're dealing with people, you have to be very, very careful. You have to be very, very careful. Apart from ancestral issues, there are causes that one attracted by his or herself. Thank you, everyone. Welcome everyone on our live chat. So after the teaching, I will take one or two questions before I go out. Okay. So now with me here is a line. This is my line. We all know what line is. You can see how it is. It's very tiny but very, very powerful spiritually. You can use this against witches and wizards. You can use this to liberate yourself from any kind of curses. You can use this to get things done in order in your life if your life is not moving well. You can use this to activate your stars. Okay, so let me start with how you can use it to activate your stars. We all know that most of us, our stars are being taken from childhood, some immediately before they even gave birth to us. So there are so many things as a mother you're supposed to do to protect your children so that their stars will not be tampered with. Or if you have such parents that maybe they don't even believe in spiritualism, it will be very difficult for you to know where your problem started from or how to tackle it. So for all of us to benefit from this my life chart, whether you know when your stars was tampered with or you don't know, you can use lime to recover your glory. When you get lime, first thing in the morning before you speak to anyone, cut it into two halves, boil it with a little water. After boiling it, use it to wash your hand. You say every obstacle, everything, every of my stars that the enemies have stolen from me, knowingly or unknowingly, I recover them today. I destroy every forces working against you. As you use it to wash your hand, begin to speak good things. That this my hand must prosper. My stars that they have stolen, I must recover it. After washing your hand, you pour it on your head. Okay, this is for Lyme. So generally, I want to talk about how you can deliver yourself, be it foundational courses, ancestral courses, whatever that has been limiting you, that has made things not to work for you the way it's supposed to work, that have made people to mock you. Why I wanted to go for this live chat, somebody chatted me yesterday in the person's words, Madam, they said I can never amount to anything in life. In as much as the person provoked me the first day I chatted with him. So when I saw that and I was touched, I replied the person, did you believe that? Because what you believe is what works for you. He said no, that is why he came back to me, that he's sorry that he did so thing to me the other day, and he knew that I was angry. I immediately forgave him, because that alone touched me. And I told him that look at what to do and what not to do. And by the grace of God, things will begin to work well for you, since your faith is very, very strong. So now, why I came on this live chat, many people are facing such challenges. People have spoken things against you. People have said things that you feel that it's better for you to take your life. Some people will say they want to take their lives. They want to jump into the lagoon. They want to drink poison, because people have written them off in life. Some people will say, they're above 50, they're above 60, and nothing is working for them. When will they succeed? When will things begin to work for them? To be frank with you, some of us fold our hands and don't look for a solution to their problems. Some of them, when they go for solution, they go in the wrong place because they want it fast. They go to places that will even end up taking the remaining destiny they have. In search of solutions to your problem, mind where you go, mind people you tell your problems to, mind the places you visit. That is the number one thing. I've seen a case, the person had a problem. Welcome everyone. Sorry, I will attend to every question by the grace of God. If I have time here, I pray that my time will not elapse before I leave. So I pray that after watching today's video, so many people will have testimonies to give. And if you are the habit of insulting people you see, talking to people because you feel in social media, there are people that can go extra mile to haunt you. I'm talking from example. I've seen a lady that came to me that she's ready to pay me any amount if I can deal with this person. When I asked her what the person did to you, she forwarded the message. Personally, I felt bad. For somebody you don't know, you just begin to insult that person because you're on social media, you have data to insult people. There are people that cannot forgive. I know what I preached for that girl or that lady, for her to calm down. She may go to people that need that money, they will collect. For somebody to tell me, to give me a blank check, that anything I want her to pay me, she just wants to make sure that this person is down. So let us be careful, so that when we are facing causes, we know that it's the one that our forefathers did, that we can easily ask for deliverance, and God will have mercy, because you are innocent about the whole situation, not the one you incurred by yourself. Some of you are online scamming people. You come under my comment section, you'll be scamming my subscribers, and you feel that I've not been praying against you people. I've been doing that. When the result will come, they will say, died so quick. Is it gone so soon? The village people killed him, without knowing that innocent person came crying to me. And maybe I say, God, if this person cried and they used my name for this kind of things to blackmail me, God, deal with this person your own way. And God, being a merciful Father, He may not strike you immediately. He will give you time to repent. And when He sees that you don't want to repent, He will strike you in a way that your family, everybody will cry, without knowing what you've been doing, without knowing that you've made somebody to cry, you've made somebody to rubbish an innocent person's name. So let us be careful. As I share these recipes, please try them with faith. Another thing that can make people to start incurring curses left, right, and center. There are some of you, maybe your forefathers had a shrine, your family, people worship a kind of idol. Please don't make that mistake to go and burn an idol or a shrine. You don't know where they brought it from. Some of us are facing that problem today, because you feel that I come on YouTube, I watch things to fortify myself, let me go and destroy a shrine. My brother, my sister, don't go there. Or you can meet a pastor or a priest to come and destroy what your forefathers worship. If you don't want to worship them, fine, go your way, let the thing go their way. Okay? All you will do every morning when you know your forefathers worship things you don't want to worship, in the morning when you're praying, tell God that you don't want to worship these idols that they worship, that whatever the idol is hunting, if they are hunting for people's destiny, the people's life, people's progress, that let you not be among, let them hunt the people that brought them. Then most of them have gone. So when the idol is there, lying idol, the idol will quietly leave. But when you keep tormenting the idol every morning, you go there, you urinate, you throw things there, you know fully well that there's still powers there that nobody have settled. You go there because you feel that maybe you have little powers that, please, let's not do that. If you have idols in your home, you don't want to worship, nobody is forcing you to worship idol. Give Caesar what belongs to Caesar and give God what belongs to God. Avoid the idol. Don't go looking for trouble where you cannot get solution to it. Don't start what you cannot finish. I keep telling people. I've seen people going to burn down shrines, going to destroy their forefathers' idols, all because they told them that in their house there is an idol, go and destroy. That person that sent you, did he or she fortify you to go and do that? Did he or she have the powers to do that? How many pastors or priests, even native doctors, can destroy a shrine and go scot-free? So it's better you don't involve yourself in things you don't know how it started, so that you don't inherit curses for your upcoming generations. So if you don't want to leave the idols, let them be on their own. You be on your own lane. Always pray yourself out of whatever your forefathers did. Tell God, even in the Bible, God said that He's going to visit us with what our forefathers did. So you still have the right as a child of God to tell God not to visit you with what your forefathers did or what your parents did, that you should visit you with what you did. So that you know where your problem is coming from, not what somebody did 100 years ago will still be haunting you. So let us be careful. So if you're facing any cause, anything that you need to deliver yourself from, there are some people why they are having problems today because they gave an evil man or woman money out of charity, out of pity, just to help that person. The person will turn back to use that money against you. Believe you me, nothing will happen to you. By the grace of God, after watching this video, you are going to recover your lost glory. And that person that did that thing to you because you helped with all your heart to change that person's story, God is going to visit that person in a way he or she will never like. Yes, that is why I always tell people, before you give people money, pray on it. Tell God you're giving this person money to help that person. If that person turn otherwise to use that money against you, let it go back to him or her. And by the grace of God, when that person takes it to an evil place, he or she will receive it immediately. Yes, that is why you see that some people will tell you, that they just woke up, they start having one of their body is paralyzed, they can't talk. Most of them is the back to sender that children of God are doing on daily basis. Yes, I have an encounter with such a person in my family where I was born, not in my husband's place. So when I heard what happened to him, I said, God, if you can arrest somebody like this, that when you talk to him, maybe when you go to a community meeting, you cannot talk until he asks you to. If you talk anyhow, he will strike you there and there. People will start running for him. When there is a meeting, when people see that he's around, they will not come because they are scared of being hunted. To the extent that they had a little family issue, he threatened the whole family. I told him that you've been threatening other people and everybody keep running away from you. Don't bring it to our generation because you will die. He said, so people that are older than me don't challenge him. Who am I? I told him I'm nobody, but why I'm challenging you? Because you don't threaten the whole family. I started back to sender for my whole family because I know that he's going to come. The first person he struck was my husband, without knowing that God have instituted his mercy in my family, that no weapon fashioned against me or my family will ever prosper. When he hits the first one and it did not work, hit the second one, the third one, I called somebody that gave me his number. I said, stay away from my family. I challenge you because you are evil. And if you feel that you can haunt me or my family because I spoke the truth, get ready to die. Yes. And he did. because I'm not the only person praying for him. God answered our prayers because no, everybody was scared of him, and he's dead. His children vacated because they were scared of what the villagers would do to them. The church refused to bury him. The community refused to bury him because he's an evil person. The family just dug a hole and buried him and left. So please, I'm on live video. I don't want to receive any call. Please, 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 please. So what am I saying in essence? Let us be careful. Let us all be very, very careful. So for you to deliver yourself from whatever causes that has been limiting you, that has been making things not to work well for you, please, what you need to do for me, this is my scent leaf. This is my scent leaf. Okay, this is my scent leaf. This is my lime. Another thing you're going to get is local salt. Local salt is very, very powerful when it has to do with liberation. Then another thing you're going to get is sand. Get sand from a very busy place, maybe a church that you know that they have population, or a market that you know that they have population. People always come there to buy, or a school that has crowd. What you need to do, get your scent leaf, boil it, don't remove the stick. Yes, boil it. Get your cowrie. Oh, sorry, I forgot to bring cowrie. Cowrie, I've made so many videos on it. Maybe after the video, I will take the picture and put it under the comment section. Or I'll attach a video, I showed it on the video. Get your cowries. If you're a woman, you're going to be needing 7 cowries. If you're a man, you're going to be needing 9 cowries. Then get a sand from these places I mentioned, either a church, a market, or a school, or a very busy road. I know some of you will ask me, how are they going to get this sand? You don't need to come and bend down and pack sand. People will attack you. Yes, people in Nigeria, they will attack. They say, what is this one doing with sand? You can just throw your money or anything on the ground. I need just a little sand. You don't need to pack the whole sand, or your hand, you use it to take a little sand and move your way. By the grace of God, when you gather these ingredients together, your scent leaf, this is called basil leaf for our brothers and sisters in abroad, because I know they will come for me. This is called basil leaf. So when you go to African store, you can get it, be the fresh one or the dry one. Basil leaf. Then get your lime. Everybody can access lime, I'm sure of that. Then your local salt, that may be a little bit difficult, but if you don't get local salt, look for this salt they measure with cup. That one is okay if you can get it. Then for our brothers and sisters in abroad, if you cannot get any of this one, get original sea salt, not the one in a container. Okay, but if you cannot get it, use the one you have. With faith, it will work for you. So when you get this, slice this lemon into this lime into 4 pieces. Slice it into 4 pieces. That 4 signifies the 4 strong market days we have in Igbo land. And in Igbo land, whenever you're doing a back to sender, a protection, a favor spell, you have to mention these 4 market days, because these 4 market days, they use it to do a good thing, they use it for evil. So depending on the way you command it. If I tell you, like I know my market day, if I use it to work against you, you are finished. But I'm not going to teach it here, because so many people are going to hunt people that are innocent. So I'm not going to show that one. I'm not going to teach it here, because many people that come to me, all they want is evil work. Kill this person. I don't kill people. What I do is back to sender. If you're actually innocent, the person will suffer what he or she did to you. But if you're not innocent, it will come back to you. Just know that. So if you're coming for me to do back to sender, make sure your hands, as they are like this, they are very clean, physically and spiritually. Don't go and tie somebody down and come and be praying for God's mercy. It's not done that way. Do you know whether the person is praying more than you? So before you do back to sender, make sure your hands are clean. So when you get your scent leaf, get your lime, get your cowries, get the sand. You're going to get a pot without charcoal on the body, even if you've been using it, but make sure there's no charcoal on the body. Boil all these things together. Do not sieve it. Use it like that. Use the scent leaf and this as sponge to scrub your body. Tell God whatever that has been limiting every other members of your family is not going to limit you. If it's the idols, if it's the evil things you did to yourself, your parents brought upon you, your forefathers brought upon you, that God should forgive you and deliver you from it. So many people, like a case I was handling, or I'm handling, let me use that word. Their forefathers did not intend to bring an idol to work and to destroy them. They said they were dying prematurely. When I did consultation, they were dying prematurely, so the forefathers went and brought a foreign god idol, a foreign idol from another community, another state entirely, for the idol to come and be protecting the side they will not die prematurely, and for them to exchange their destiny with long life. You can imagine somebody looking for long life without prosperity. What are you living for? If you're alive, you cannot eat 2 times in a day, you cannot eat 3 times in a day, you can't pay your bills, you can't send your children to school, you can't pay for house rent, nothing. What are you living for? It's frustration. The next you start thinking of murder. That's still premature death will come, because some of you will start thinking of committing suicide. So start killing people for blood money. At the end of the day, the blood money will not still come and you'll be caught. That is why you see some people, when they go and do the so-called blood money, they'll be caught, because they don't know their history. They don't know it very well. There is somebody who want to use his or her head for rituals. Your own head will go in. So it's better to deliver yourself, work hard, and watch God bless you. Don't go looking for fast way to get money. So many people have gone to fast places to get money and they are still trapped till today. Rather, things will increase, problems will increase. So as you're looking for fast way to get money, equally know that there is consequences for that. So get this, use it to bat by 1 a.m. 1 a.m. in the night, as you're bathing, call on God Almighty for His to deliver you. If you're the type that believe in tradition, you can call on your ancestors to have mercy on you. Tell your ancestors to have mercy on you. Tell God Almighty to deliver you, that God should not judge you with what people did. So many people are battling with what they did 1 million years ago. Tell God not to judge you with what another person did, or what your wife did. Okay, or what your child did, or what your father did. He should judge you with your own sin, so that when he's judging you, he should not judge your children with your own sin. Whenever you're praying that, I tell God, don't judge my children with what I have sinned, or my sin, or what I have done. Judge them with what they have sinned, and judge me with what I have sinned. Don't judge me with what my forefathers did, or what my father did. Judge me personally. And that should be your prayers as from today henceforth. Don't tell God to just deliver. Tell Him to deliver you, and He should not judge you based on what others did. By the grace of God, you will see God doing that for you. Trust me, things will begin to work well for you. Those people that called you nothing, that say you will never amount to anything, they will still be the one to call you a Yahoo man, a ritualist. Yes, it's happening. It's happening, and I know your own case will not be different. Those people that called you useless, foolish, they will still be the one to ask you, what is the secret of your success? Believe me, God has been doing it, and I'm sure your own case will not be different. So I will attend to 1 or 2 questions, then I will go. I'm rushing out to somewhere. Okay. Some people asking for my number. Yes, I don't give my number again under the comment section, so that we will know when the scammers are there. Okay, so if you want to get my number, check on my old videos, or just go. By the time you search my videos from 1 to 20, you will see my number. I don't drop my number all the time because I want to know that anybody that is calling me for something reason. Not people that will call me, I just subscribe. No, 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 no. I don't have strength. Go through my videos. You will have people. You will have videos that can help you. Don't just subscribe and come directly to me. Do some things by yourself and watch God visit your case. So I'm waiting for some question. Yes, scent leaf, Edina, yes, scent leaf is basil leaf. I just said that. Scent leaf is basil leaf because that is what most of you know it for. Okay. Yes, Willie Rivers, thank you. Peace and love to you too. So I need to. Sabita Jawehe, please, my number, check my old videos, you will get it. Ifeanyi Oja, please check my old videos, you will get my number. Okay, let me call it on the live video so that you will know when you are dealing with a scammer and when you're dealing with me. +234 37 66 1649. +234 37 66 1649. Please, I'm waiting for your questions. I'll be leaving the house shortly for somewhere. So if there's any question concerning the video, you let me know. But I know that by the grace of God, if you can access these materials, God is going to deliver you. This batch, you can do it for 7 days. You can do it for 14 days. There is no overdose in spiritual cleansing. I keep telling people, whenever I give you assignment, don't ask me how many times will I do it, how many days. Start first. Yes, start first. And there's some spiritual cleansing that may work for Mr. A that will not work for Mr. B. Okay, some people will just, I have over 600 videos. Some people will just watch one video. I did not see anything. When I ask how many videos, just one, and most of them, they will have these foundational problems that need to be delivered before they start talking about favor. Let me tell you one secret you don't know about spiritualism. Before you start talking about favor, make sure that you're clean. What I mean by clean is not by who is this? Okay. So it's not by bathing with soap and sponge using the most expensive fragrance. No. Spiritual cleansing will make you clean physically and spiritually. Anybody that see, they be wondering what is the secret of your beauty. They be wondering how the things suddenly start working well for this person. Because you've been doing spiritual cleansing, and it's not something you will do a day. There is no day in my life that I don't do spiritual cleansing apart from when I'm on my period. Every other day I do cleansing. Yes. Okay, somebody is telling me that, Olivia, I need help. Whenever I get money, something happens and my money perish like that. What could be the problem? Number one, there are so many things that can cause this. It's not everything is not spiritual, like I tell people. And I notice that some people will always want you to tell them that their problems are spiritual. No, there are some problems that require hard work. Yes, and honesty. Because if you're doing business with somebody that is not honest, the person will not call you again when you have a bigger opportunity. There is a lady I used to buy things from. She's one of my subscribers. She's a very honest person. She have recommended like 2 people to me. Then the third person she recommended happens to be a dubious person, without knowing that once I speak with you, I will know the kind of energy you're carrying. That is me. Immediately we spoke. I've not even told her what to buy, or I've not committed anything. I told her that I cannot deal with this person, that this person is a dubious person. She said, okay, she's going to talk to her. I said, no, don't talk to her to change because of me. If she changed because of me, maybe she's scared that I may come for my money in any way she wants it. She may do it to another person that may not be able to collect her money from her. And that was it. She later called me and said that she's not going to cheat me. She's not going to do this. The person have told her who I am. That means she had the intention of cheating me. You understand? So if she didn't tell her who I was, maybe she would go and do it to another person. I told her, if you want me to continue to do business with you, Don't associate yourself with people like this, because it's going to dent your own name. Yes, can a pregnant woman do this? Why I don't allow pregnant women to do most of my recipes? The complaint I get, I don't want anything that will have, maybe you go and eat something now, your pregnancy will start shaking. You say, hey, it's the cleansing you did from Solution Empire. Please carry your pregnancy. After 9 months, you do any cleansing. I don't have strength. Somebody chatted me that she watched a video in so channel, that after doing the video, she started having attack. That means you're indirectly calling that person a winch, where you are the one that is a winch. Maybe the recipe you did is working against you because you are haunting somebody. And when I told her that, she didn't reply. What she did, that she asking God for forgiveness on what she has done. Yes, God has not forgiven you, so why will you now come and start accusing another person? So let us be careful, please. Pregnant woman, hold on, please. After 9 months, before you say my recipes are witchcraft, I don't understand. What I see on comment section at times makes me to laugh. They will say, I did this, I watched the one, they will even quote the channel. I will just quietly block that person. Don't come and quote somebody's channel under my comment section. I'm not fighting with anybody. I don't have enemy on YouTube. I don't even have on real life, talk of on social media. So if you have problem with somebody, go and sort it there. Don't come to my comment section to seek for necessary attention. I don't have time for that. You feel ghosts around you, following you. Wow. What could be the problem? How do you know you feel? How do you know? How do you see? How do you identify a ghost? Let me tell you one thing. If you are the kind of person that have done so many things, or that is owing people, whenever you stay, you'll be scared. And another thing, if you are depressed, there is no kind of imagination that will not happen to you. So if you are not depressed, and you've not haunted anybody, you're not owing anybody, and you feel that really maybe somebody is monitoring you with things that make you feel that ghosts are around you, get prekese. Yes, get prekese, get a bobo, get your scent leaf, boil these three things together, add a bobo to olive oil, and apply it every night before you sleep. Believe you me, that witches and wizard, that monitoring spirit, that ghost following you will take off from your life. Okay, but if you're depressed, please kindly see a psychologist. The person can help you, tell you what to do to stop you from thinking. Okay, everything is not spiritual. Okay, somebody said, I'm no longer dreaming and seeing vision. I don't know why. Okay, okay, there are so many things that can make somebody spiritual eye to be blind. Number one, when you are not utilizing it well, or when you get a revelation, you use it against, or instead of using it in favor, you will use it against somebody. There are some revelations I will get about somebody when I know that if I share it with that person, the person may die, or the person will develop a kind of high BP and all that. I don't share with the person. I will only tell the person, please join me in prayer. Let's pray against so thing not to happen to anybody we know. I won't tell you directly, because if you tell somebody, I saw you in your dream, I'm not the type. Some people will tell me, there's something, even when I'm doing consultation for you, there are things I will say, I will not tell you. What I will tell you, let's do a work to stop it. Because if I tell you, some people will die before the work self is done. Do you understand? So whenever you have a bad dream about somebody, please, I beg in the name of God, don't tell the person directly. You can indirectly call the person. There was the day somebody, one of my subscriber that I'm very, very close to. So in the dream, maybe because we talked before I slept, that was the first thing that came in my mind. We talked at length and we discussed some of the things I saw in the dream. So I didn't take that dream serious, because sometimes your imagination or your discussion can come in form of dream. So I didn't take it serious, and I told God, I want to know exactly what this dream means. If this dream is imagination, let me know. If it's not imagination, God, show me. And the dream now happened to appear the way it was supposed to happen to that person. I quickly chatted the person. I told the person, please let us pray against this. Or if you have time, pray against this. It's not for you. Just pray against it for your loved one, for your family. You know, she did. And after 3 days or thereabouts, she called that look at her encounter today. That she just came out from her car, a running vehicle, a car that failed brake just hit her. Assuming she didn't even know what removed her from that car. She would have either be crippled or died immediately. But because we prayed against it, and I didn't tell her immediately, I didn't tell her the way I saw the dream. Okay, assume I have told her that day, she fear will not even let her to carry that prayer, to embark on that prayer. I just told her that pray for your family against accident, pray for yourself against accidents, that premature death is not your portion, it's not the portion of every member of your family. Please let me know when you start the prayer. I made sure she started the prayer, and that was the only way to save her. But as soon I told her, I saw you in the dream, a car just hit you, her mind will fly, because I'm the one that told her. She will die before the accident will even happen. So if you're seeing vision, use it well, so that God will always give you. He will not remove it from you, so that you don't use it to cause more harm. Okay, somebody blessing say you said she started feeling moving objects in her eyes the moment she traveled. Yes, shake your environment. You know, change of environment can do a lot of things in people's life. Okay. Simon Gasson, greetings, madam. I am Simon Gasson from Nairobi, Kenya. I have a problem of spiritual wife. I tried the bath and garlic, the tried the baths of garlic and salt, but I have not worked. It has not worked for me. Simeon, let me put this thing clearly now that I'm on live video. Number one thing about these natural remedies, about especially for spiritual husband, to be frank with you, spiritual husband is not something you just wake up and to disappear. It takes the grace of God. That is why you hear people, they say they've gone to the highest churches in the world, they've gone for deliverance, they've gone for this, and they still encounter it. Let me tell you the truth, and we are not family. I'm talking to you as what I would advise my immediate family. The best way to deal with spiritual husbands is by settlement, and that settlement is expensive to do. It's not free. It's not something that you say, this person is charging 5 naira, this person is charging. Everybody has a way he or she does his own spiritual work. That is why most of you that come to me want to learn spiritual work. I didn't learn mine. Yes, I grew up in a family that I saw myself people are doing it. My great grandmother, this was what she did, and her own way, she was a traditional herbalist. What she used in treating people was herbs. And then when I am always on holiday, they will send me to her because I happen to be her first great granddaughter. So she was so fond of me. Even at that tender age, she would hang me one local bag on my butt, on my neck. I would follow her to the bush. I was enjoying the thing then as a child. I was enjoying her company. She would come and cook with all this grasshopper, grass chopper, not grasshopper. This thing that looks like a butterfly and all that. I love those native things. She will prepare native things. I will eat them. She will be telling me, my daughter, you'll be great, this one, this one. I will just be like, say, mommy, I cannot do this kind of work. Oh. You will pound the herbs, you will boil herbs, you will cook. I don't have that strength. My own direct grandmother from my father's side, she was into treatment too. People with any kind of poison, pregnancy issue, things like that, she would treat, but I didn't meet her. So this is something that I came into this life to do. It's not as if I went to anybody to teach me. No. So when you say you want to learn spiritualism is something that is inbuilt. So when most people that go to learn it, you see that most of them are actually going to learn because of money, the financial aspect of it. They are not learning it because they like it. This work, I'm not discouraging anybody, but it's not easy. Sometimes I don't sleep because of attack. Let me be frank with you. Yesterday, if you watch, I didn't make any video. There is a work I did that the attack was too much on me. Let me tell you people, if you think that it's sweet, there are some work I will do, it will come on me. So that when I didn't fortify myself very well. Okay, so let's Let's do the spiritual settlement. That is the best way to liberate yourself. Simeon, you can do it in your place. You must not do it through me. There are other people that can help you. To the other spiritualists that can help you do that. Deborah Love, I've answered this question. Can a pregnant woman do this? A pregnant woman can do any recipe as long as you don't drink anything. But my fear is most of you are evil-minded, because some of the comment I see, some people will carry another person's channel and come and be complaining under my comment section. Some people even call me on phone that they did this recipe in social channel and they started having attack. Some even told me that immediately they did that channel, their husband left them, did that recipe. Please don't do it until after your delivery. I no get strength. Okay. Mandalin said she's battling with a sickness that is unable to be diagnosed. All investigation have tried everything. Just check on my channel. I have videos on sicknesses that is spiritual, that maybe you've gone to so many hospitals and they're unable to treat it. There are videos on the channel that can help you by the grace of God. When you do the videos, the medications will start working for you, or the doctors will be able to see what the problem is. That is what natural remedies does. There are some people that when they are under attack, you won't get any, when you go to the hospital, the lab will not be able to predict what the problem is. So what this remedy will do for you, it will make the doctors to be able to say, okay, this person is suffering from diabetes, and when they give you the drug, it will start working for you. Okay. Yes, you can do. Confidence, you can do. There is no overdose in spiritual cleansing. Like I said when I started, you can do 10 cleansings in a day if you have the capacity. Yes, it will even help things to start working well for you. Okay, okay. Judy, maybe we'll talk on WhatsApp, please. Okay, fine, Oja, you don't need to understand your dream. Okay, you're going to embark on 3 a.m. prayers. Tell God to always interpret your dreams for you, so that when you dream, you will be able to understand, because that is another thing. Dreaming is a gift, and understanding is another gift. So always pray for God to interpret your dreams for you. When you don't get a clear interpretations of your dream, it's very difficult. Why some people, when they chat me to start interpreting dreams for them, I thought sometimes I tell them I don't know. You know why? Most of them, when they now see people that dream, they will say, let me go and ask this woman. I'm a very busy person. I'm a very, very busy person. So I don't have time all the time to be on WhatsApp. And when you don't reply, madam, we are online, reply me. So as I'm talking to you now, messages are coming. Sometimes I'll open my WhatsApp, I'll see over 500 messages. I will run because I will be scared to even start. And some of you, when you see me online, you think that I'm ignoring you. No, I start from under. I wake up every 3 a.m. to respond to messages. Yes, I'm used to that. Once I finish doing my 3 a.m. prayers, the next thing I'll take my phone. Sometimes if my husband is around, he will take my phone and tell me to go and sleep. I should rest. I'm not doing that to praise myself, but I try as much as I can to respond to messages, especially people with positive energy. When you have negative energy and chat me, I will either block you or ignore you. That is me. So when you're coming to my inbox, please make sure your energies are good. Okay, somebody is asking me, Ugu Austin, I did 3 a.m. sugar solution bath for financial breakthrough as instructed. I saw a woman in my dream showing me a big snake. I saw the snake entering ATM machine. I tried chasing the snake away. You've seen that your money is under spiritual surveillance. For you to be financially free, you have to be doing strong spiritual cleansing on the channel. That is to tell you where your problem started from. It's either you gave somebody evil, if maybe you didn't start with us, it's either you gave somebody evil money, or you've gone to invest your money in the wrong hands. That is to tell you that you're under spiritual covenant or surveillance. I don't do consultation online. Chat me up on WhatsApp. I chat for it. I don't use. Okay, after this, maybe you send me the link. Madam, you have to go through my videos. I caption my videos. So watch the one. You may even be searching for another one. You see the one that can help you. Okay, don't always tell me to send link. I may send the one that will not work for you. So when you choose by yourself, you may try one or two or three and it will work for you. I may go ahead and send you one link, and I don't have time to start searching for videos. So that is how most of you, when you come to WhatsApp, send me video link. I don't do that again because I have a lot of work on my hands. I have spiritual work to do. I have my family to attend. I have messages to reply. I have my business to run. So I may not be giving you the 100% attention you need, but at least I'll try to give you, even if it's 70%. So that 30% should be from your own side by helping me watching the videos. I put up videos every day that will help your life physically and spiritually. So the only thing you owe yourself is to watch the videos. Is when you now want me to do spiritual work, or you've tried your best, what is attacking you stronger than you cannot contact me. You've not even watched my videos, you've not tried my recipes, because you have my number, you start disturbing. That is disturbance. I tell most of you, I don't like people disturbing me unnecessarily. When you come to me, and when I know that what you're coming to me is, I will answer you and I will tell you what to do immediately. But most of you will jump from one place to another. I call them spiritual prostitute. The way they jump from one man to another, one man, that is the way they jump from one place to another, and that is why their problem will keep increasing. You give somebody an assignment to pray for 3 a.m. The person will ask you, can I pay you money to do the prayer for me? So tell me how you want to be delivered. If you cannot even stress your skin, your flesh, for 10 minutes a day to pray, tell me how you want to be delivered. How much do you think you pray me that when I pray it will work the same way when you pray on yourself? Suffer your flesh. Sometimes you tell people to do fasting 6 to 9, because some of them will say they have ulcer. Do 6 to 9. That's 3 hours will not kill you. They will say, can I pay you to do that work for me? I will ignore you, because I've seen that you are not even ready to save yourself. You're not ready for your deliverance. You're the one delaying your breakthrough. And that is why people, when they watch my videos, when they're on the right track, you see them, they will be delivered without even coming to me, without even disturbing me. But some people, they just want to disturb you, make sure that they'll say, okay, thank God you used to reply messages, I'll be chatting you because I responded to you. Every minute you will not be chatting me if I don't respond. You say, madam, the first day you responded, now you don't want to respond because you are disturbing me. Let us be truthful to ourselves. Okay, this Priska Mechi is saying, I really need help because I started a business recently around February. Right now, I can't even boast of 1,000, and I'm not an extravagant somebody. What can I do? Priska, what is the source of the money you use in starting the business? Number one thing that can make this kind of thing to happen to you is either you collected loan to start up a new business, or you're doing a business in an area that business does not suit. I've told people about my own case. I started a business. People saw the way things were moving. All of them rushed into to do the same business, without knowing that before I venture in anything, I seek for God's guidance. Even when I opened it, people were like, my mom were like, this place will not move for this kind of a business. I said, mommy, I didn't just wake up to start up this business. Allow God to finish what He has started in my life. And things started working. People now started, joining my business. When they come, they only sell when I'm not around, or when I just say, go to this person, I'm busy, I can't attend to you. So then I say, I'm using just to sell. I will just laugh at them because the grace in me is more than the one in them, but they don't know that. So now, Priska, there are two things that can cause that kind of problem. It's either please don't call me, I am on live video, please, please, please. It's either number one, there are two things that can happen. There are many things, but let me give you one or two examples. You see that you collected loan from all these loan people that give loan. Their interest rate is more than the capital if you calculate well. If you tell an economist or somebody that knows anything about finance, will tell you never to collect loan to start up a business unless the business is lucrative and is a big money. It's not when you go and collect 300,000 to start up a business. From that 300,000, you are going to feed from that 300,000. You are going to stock the shop with that 300,000. You are going to pay bills from that 300,000. Tell me how you can be able to pay back. And some of you, they will tell you to pay 100,000 in a month. How will you make 100,000 from 300,000? What kind of business can you do that will yield you 100,000 when you're starting with a capital of 300,000? There is no business unless it's money doubling. or Ponzi, and that is not a business, that is fraud. So tell me the kind of business you would do with 300,000 that can give you profit of 100,000. Please, if you have such business, drop it under the comment section. Let people learn from that business. So Priska, check these two things I mentioned. Then another thing, check the source of the money. If it's an evil person that gave you the money, know that the person will be siphoning your money spiritually. Or if all your expenses is coming from that new business, I call it baby business, know that that business will not stand. If you want to eat from that business, everything from that business, some people, the whole family will start depending on the new business. No, that is not how to run a business. I think I will answer one or two questions and run. Prince, I think I've answered your question. How do we remove eating black magic? I don't understand what you mean by eating black magic. So I need more questions before I go. I'm supposed to leave the house before 2, so that hold up will not catch me on the way. Let me see if there is anyone. Okay, somebody said Kamdera said he or she has moving objects on the shoulder. Okay, please, have you gone to the hospital? At times, infection can cause moving objects in the body. But some of you would think, oh God, I'm on live video, please, 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 can you call me back? Some of you will think everything is spiritual. Go for tests, know whether you have infection. People that have strong infection like staphylococcosis, which other strong infection, they move on the body, they move in your bloodstream. They will think it's spiritual. Like I always tell people, everything is not spiritual. Some of you, when you come to me, they will say, they're somebody is after their life. They want me to tell them that somebody is after. When you tell them, look at the problem you're facing, they'll say, but everywhere I go, they tell me, okay, that person that told that somebody is after your life, the person should stop the person from coming after your life. Like, it's just as simple as that. Some of you like people that will lie to you so that they will collect money. I don't have that strength. Okay, somebody is asking me what he or she can do to sell the property. Okay, it depends on the kind of property you're talking about. If it's a landed property and you're sure you're the original owner of that landed property, get me a native egg, get me 999 incense. These two things, these are the things you need. Go in the middle of that land, pray, tell God why you want to sell that land if you're sure you're the owner, because sometimes it may be a family land, because maybe you feel that you can intimidate them, you want to sell it, and maybe they would family. Even when I told you that died, he wanted to colonize everything that belongs to the whole family. When we now said no, because our own generation, we are tough, unlike their generation that they are scared of him. When we now said no, you don't intimidate everybody in this family, he started fighting us. So when you know that the land belongs to you and you want to sell it to sort out yourself, go there, pray anytime. You can do it in the afternoon, you can do it in the evening, you can do it in the morning, anytime you're free. The land is yours. I've told this person I'm on live video. You see, when I block this person now, you come, madam, you blocked me. It's not fair now. So when you go there, get the 99 incense, stand in the middle of the land or the entrance where people will always, when you bring people to buy, where they must pass. You know, when you come to a land, there is a place they must pass to enter that, to access that land. If the land has many roads that they may pass from this side, that means you have to pray around all the roads that they can enter, or at the center of the land. But sometimes they may not get to the center of it. You can do it at the entrance, or if the land is in an open place that people may think you're doing incantations and all that, go in the middle of the land. Hold the egg with your right hand, begin to speak that you want this land to resurrect. Whatever that is dead on this land, that is making people to rise and go, that God should resurrect it. That egg signifies life, that you call upon God Almighty to come and make this land to be fruitful, so that it's going to help you sort out your problem, your financial problems, the business you want to start. Say the things you intend to do with the money. You want to use it to complete a project, you want to use it to start up a business. After saying the prayer, you put the egg in very close to you, breathe in 3 times and breathe out, so that you've put more freshness into this egg, that as you drop it here, that let there begin to be light in this land, let there be life. People will come and buy it, and you use that money judiciously, because some people will sell land, they cannot account for what they use that money to do. So tell God that in the process of praying, that as you get this money, that you have to use it and use it rightly. Anything that will make that money not to be useful to you, that God should remove it. Because some people, when they sell property, that is when their mother will die, their father will die, they will have sick children, their wife will be in the hospital requesting for big money. So pray that such thing will never befall you as you sell this, that God should bless the fruit of your hands. After doing that, just quietly keep the egg there, do not break it. Then light the 999 incense and go your way. By the grace of God, any serious buyer, anybody that will give you money and the money will be useful to you, will come buying that land. This is very simple, and I know that anybody can do it. Please, don't send anybody to do this recipe for you. You have to go there by yourself. Okay, somebody's asking what you can do to marry. You need a man in your life. Well, let me tell you one thing. It's only God that gives a life partner. Like I tell people, I can't imagine a young lady, 40, 50. I'm not judging anybody, but I'm telling you, as a family, we are talking now as families. Okay, the way I talk to my family, my siblings, my cousins, that is the way I talk to you people here. Or that is the way I'm talking to you people today. Now, there are things, maybe in your generation, in your family, people don't marry early, some people don't graduate. There are things that people don't always do in your family and succeed. So when you come from such family, start immediately to bless your children as a mother, as a father. And you that is born inside that family, immediately you notice that, start praying against such things. Okay, like in my family, the men, when they marry, they find it difficult to have male children, but our women will go and have 10 male for other people outside. So these are the things I saw as a child. And one day I called my mom. I said, Mommy, why is it that people in our family, they don't always have boys? You understand? You will see my uncles, their wives have one son, or the one that even managed to have two will be very difficult. My mom just looked at me. She didn't answer me that question. Sometimes I don't like talking to my mom when I was 10. That is my daddy that would tell you everything, or my grandfather when he was alive. So my mom did not answer me. I asked my father. My father said that the kind of question I asked him, sometimes he will be wondering the kind of woman being I am. I went directly to my grandfather. My grandfather said that the great grandfather, his wish before he died, that even if he's a son, that he should bless every member of the family. That instead of them not to even have one, that God should give them one. And I noticed that, maybe I'll make a video on that. I don't want this life. I'm always time. I noticed that thing he said is really working. All of them used to have one, highest two. One, this as in, there two is just rare. Do you understand? So after my grandfather told me the origin of that having male child for their male children, so that because my family, they have land, so they want every member, so that every generation will have somebody that will take over the land. Just imagine that mentality, for somebody to pray such prayers without knowing the repercussion, not even have sons. You say one, I'm okay with one. If you're okay with one, what of another person? But our women will go outside, will have 10 boys, 20 boys for people there. Do you understand? So, and I sat down after my grandfather told me that thing. I told my mom that I was in primary school. I told my mom, Mommy, you need to start praying, You need to start praying. And whenever they want to have a male child, before they will deliver, wahala. I told my mom, you need to start praying, so that thing will work for you, even if it's one. Since you people believe that one, you're okay with one. My mommy did not answer me. So when I got married, I told God, I don't want anything my father, my great grandfather prayed that when we go out we can. They didn't even pray for our the female children because they don't recognize female children in those days. I told God, anywhere I'm going, I want to be a star in my husband's house. I will have both male and female children, and I will marry early. I wouldn't, because in my family, people don't usually marry early because they are always beautiful, educated, so they always do guy for men. When you come, they will size you and say, "Ah, what can you offer?" So when I married, I didn't even tell them. I jejely married my own. When they knew was my traditional wedding, my father gave them card. They said, "Oh, your daughter is married at this early age. What is she going in them husband's house to do?" That is their own mentality, because I didn't follow them to size men. The kind of men that will marry you, you must have 20 cars. That is why some of you, I'm sorry to say this, are still in your husband and your father's house. You will size men. You will want a man that have everything in the world before you marry. Some will say, I want a man, if he's not fair, if he's not tall. No, 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 you don't do that as a woman. Pray for God to give you peace of mind. What matters in marriage is peace of mind. You see the money will come. You see that handsomeness, it will come. When you marry somebody that loves you and you love, you will see yourself shining every day. You see yourself being happy. But when you marry that person because the person have money, it's money you're marrying, not love. So pray for God, begin now to pray for God to change your mindset about marriage. If you're a single lady watching me, tell God, I want a man that will give me peace of life, peace of mind, a man that will love and cherish my children, a man that can be able to provide my needs, a man that will live long with me and die in old age with me. Not a man you don't even know the source of his income, tomorrow he will die and make you a widow. Because you are actually praying for God to give you money, and God answers people prayer according to what you ask. If you're asking for money, God will wait. Okay, let me wait till when I have somebody that has that kind of money you want, and that's you. And you may wait till infinity. It's happening in my family, and I thank God that our generation, none of us is doing that nonsense with my aunties. You can imagine somebody that is like 20 years older than me. When I came back for Christmas, and when I call her auntie, she'll say, "Hey, Biko, stop calling me auntie. This man that wants to marry me, let you not see that somebody that is calling me auntie have children." That is fooling yourself. And I told her, "You are my auntie, you're older than my father. So you're older than my mother rather. Why won't I call you auntie? You're older than me. What is 20 years? So why won't I call you auntie because somebody wants to marry you?" Yeah, you don't when they were coming, if my daddy tell you stories of those people, they will come and say, "How many cars do you have?" "Yeah, I don't want people that don't their father don't have land in so place." You wait now. So if you're a young girl here, your prayer every day that God should give you the right man, not the man. It's good to marry somebody with money. I'm not, please don't quote me wrongly, but let it not be your baseline for choosing a life partner. You marry somebody with money today, the person will not have tomorrow. Yes. So let us be focused. When you're doing a spiritual prayer, you have to be very careful. God answers people according to the prayer they make innocently. Your innocent prayer will be the one God may decide to bless you with. So whenever you're praying your innocent prayer, pray it with the things you want. Say, "God, if it's not somebody I don't have money, let me not marry." God will say, "Okay, since I don't have anybody, the person I created you to be with does not have money, so you will remain single." That is why you see you start going from one church to another. There you say, pray, do bring money, we'll pray for you, you will marry. At the end of the day, nothing. Even the money itself will not, nobody will look after you when you don't have money again. So as a young girl, as a young man, please let money not be our baseline for choosing a life partner or somebody that is fair. My uncle said I should look for a fair woman that is a nurse for him. I told him, call God on the phone, let him create that kind of woman. Because if I just want to focus on nurse and fair lady, I may not even look about the spiritual background. I may not look at that person's character. I will just say, "Oh, this woman is beautiful. This is what my uncle wants." I will just connect them. He will marry tomorrow. You come and blame me. Don't blame Ugochi. I will not take that. Okay? So let us be focused when you are running a spiritual race. The gym wearing white and moving something from my breast. Bella Moses, that could be spiritual attack, spiritual spouse can do that too. Okay, somebody said I should repeat my number again. My number is +234 8037661649. Somebody is still calling me. This is not fair now. Okay, I will block you now. I've told you to call me. I'm on live video. It's not fair. You're distracting my live video. Okay, somebody patient says prominent men do come into my life, and when I went into my life, and the moment they realize that I'm serious about the relationship, they just leave. Please check your background for spiritual spouse. They can do this. When I talk about this spiritual spouse, I know what I'm saying. I have seen people suffer from this spiritual spouse, and they will keep accusing innocent old women in their family, thinking that they are witch. Thinking that they are witch. They are not. Spiritual spouse can make you quarrel with the whole family member. It can make you to quarrel with your mother, because sometimes they will come with your mother's face to come and torment you. They will come with your mother's face to come and sleep with you. They will come with your mother's face to come and collect something from you in the dream. And you see people calling their mother that suffered for them witch. Please, spiritual spouse is not something to play with. Your breast has been paining you. You may have, sometimes when people suffer cancer and all that, some of them are spiritual. Yes, I've seen a case of a young woman. Her own cancer was injected. It was injected through dream. So when she told me, I told her what to do. She didn't do it. Do you know why she didn't do it? That's when she's doing those spiritual cleansing, her husband will be angry with her. So she didn't tell me she didn't do it. After some months, she called me. That what did I even tell her that time? And most times, when I tell you something on the phone, I may forget, because the thing will come as a message. I may not remember again. I told her I can't even remember speaking with somebody like you. She started explaining herself. I told her I don't know again. I can't even remember. I told her, why haven't you done? He said that her husband will not allow her to do spiritual this thing. I said, will he not allow you to do it? She said no, that she wants to beg him. You're not even sure. And the person that injected this spiritual cancer to her is the husband's side chick. That is how people think. Do you understand? Because your husband will not allow you to do the spiritual cleansing I told you. Your husband does not stay in the house 24 hours. You can, if you're the type that work, you can take a 1 week leave, a casual leave, just to make sure you save your life when you're battling with an evil person. Do you understand? She now went on that place. They now called her to, I don't know how much she said they told her to bring. That was when she remembered that I gave her a free recipe. So by the grace of God, when I now she now paid for consultation for me to check what she can do for her to be free. And I told her, are you fighting with a woman? She said yes. It's the husband's side. The woman said that if she doesn't die, this one. I said, this is your mata taigele. Do you know the girl's name? You don't know. So why are you not fighting somebody? The time you use in fights, if you actually want to deal with the person, use it to get the person's name. Simple and short. Send it to me. Don't go, and some of them will not get the name. If you actually want to fight, you don't get the name, your husband will not tell you the name, and you want to fight somebody that knows they even have your pictures through your husband's phone. You see, there's some battles you don't embark on. I keep telling people, when you're not spiritually strong, don't embark on battles that you cannot continue. If you watch my video, I told people, mind the people you talk to, mind the people you insult, mind the people you deal with. There are people that may not forgive. Isolation empire may forgive you or may not forgive you, depending on the way you haunt me. Other person may not forgive. So when you're dealing with people, when you're going to fight for husband, side chick, or whatsoever, know your spiritual background. It's not when you're a chaff, you go and fight somebody that can use her last blood to eliminate you on this planet. I keep telling people, don't confront your husband's side chick. Fight with that public toilet you kept in the house. Fight with him if you want to fight, or you go on your knees, or you quietly do a spiritual world. They will separate. They will fight themselves. That your husband will come home and be telling you the problem he had. There's a woman I did something like that for. The side chick now came and arrested the husband. Yes. After arresting the husband, that was when the woman now saw the side chick for the first time. The woman that has been keeping her husband for years. Any small thing, the man will run out of the house to stay with the girl. She only knows where the lady works, where the woman lives, but she have not really seen her very well. But this your side chick knows everything about your family. Always be wise when you're fighting evil people. There are some women that are very, very evil. So be careful. So if you have any encounter with any woman, they can do this kind of thing to you by coming to your breast to attack you. Before you know it, they say is this, is that. They will give it a name and the person is gone. So let us be careful. So what you are going to do for me, the person that complained about people attacking her breast in the dream, get your early morning urine, get coconut water, get salt. Before you speak to anybody, use it to wash your two breasts, not the one they attack. Wash the two of them. Use it to wash your face. Say, as from today, you will no longer recognize me in your spiritual realm. Use that urine to wash your face, wash your breast. Do it every day, at least for 21 days, by the grace of God. And as you're praying, pray for back to sender. So tell them that this thing they want to do to you, you're returning it back to them, or this thing they have done to you, you're returning it back to them. There are some people, they will hit you on the head in the dream. You just take it lightly. The next time you start running mad. And if you're lucky that maybe your husband is rich, they will start accusing an innocent man that you use your wife for rituals. Well, it's a spiritual attack, but you didn't take it serious. So if you're listening to me, use your early morning urine, coconut and salt to wash your breasts for at least 21 days and your face. Okay, somebody, oh God, though, 2 o'clock, I want to go out though. There's a lot of questions. Okay, what do you do to moving objects in your stomach? Have you gone for lab tests to know the cause of it? I don't understand what you mean. What do you mean? Okay, dream of urinating in public. That may be disgrace or sickness. Yes, a sickness that you can no longer control your urination. In public, you just sit down and you wet yourself. So pray against disgrace. Pray against disgrace. No, nobody can urinate publicly where people will be looking at it. Even if you're urinating, you hide. Apart from the men that even when they still hide there, whatever. So urinating publicly means so many things: sickness and public disgrace. So pray against it. I think I've answered that question. Okay, somebody said, what can you do to stop moving objects in the stomach? Please go for test. I've answered the question. Go for test to know whether you have infection. If you don't have infection, chat me privately or boil cloves. Boil cloves, boil cloves, ginger and turmeric. Drink it first thing in the morning and last thing at night. By the grace of God, it's going to stop. Even if it's infection, it's going to stop it. Okay, one more question, then I call it a day. Okay, Idroyetuk, keep praying for God to give you strength to fight in the dream. Yes, whenever you're praying, tell God that anybody that wants to attack me physically and spiritually, always give me the strength to tackle the person, to deal with the person. There are people that when they try spiritually, they cannot come. Like the woman that came this morning to attack me, she didn't know who she was dealing with. I'm innocent, I didn't do anything to her, but she just chose to come to me because she asked me a question. I didn't really give her the kind of answer. The woman started carrying her frustration. I'm not the person that is after her, but because she came with a negative mind, my God started flogging her. Okay, so always pray for God to give you the strength physically and spiritually to attack anybody that comes to you. Let's call it a day. To meet next time. Have a wonderful day and happy weekend to every one of us. Bye bye.